So you know, coming up with this blood thing, man, everything like that, you end up doing some time before or anything of that nature.
I done been to prison twice.
Yeah, yeah. So you go to prison, you know what I'm saying, being involved with everything going on in your situation, Doc. You talk about what you went to prison for and everything like that.
Oh yeah. I went to prison. You know what I'm saying. The first time it was on a distribution. You know what I'm saying, like trap shit, young nigga, and not really being groomed or having nobody to teach a nigga the rights and wrongs for as moving out here hustling and shit. I was really just thugging and caught a distribution early. You know what I'm saying? And of course, a nigga ain't do no talking, so a nigga that was in short time, nigga went from probation to prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And damn.
So
So
it was just an undercover sold to a motherfucking undercover.
oh, okay, okay. So the undercovers was in y'all area lurking, trying to catch young niggas outside doing their thing, locking niggas up.
Straight up, yeah. Coming through with money, spending shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they coming through spending. And you
Acting
don't
like
even know
I
they
just
no
seen that
police.
happen to niggas I know too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
They
yeah.
come through and whole time they jumped out. That was like that. I was young then. I was a young nigga, man, when that shit was going on heavy. When my niggas used to be on the corner and shit at
Yeah.
times
Oh
like
yeah,
that
that
back in the
block
day.
hustling. No,
Yeah.
that was back in the gap. Niggas
Yeah,
hustling
that
on
was
the
what I
corner.
was young then, nigga. I was young for sure. So with you, how much time did you do the first time you went to prison?
Shit, like 3 years. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah, I
Yeah.
went in like 20, 21, got out like 24, something like that.
Okay. Okay. That whole 3 years in there, your first stint in prison, are you thinking about how you gonna change your situation when you get out, or did this turn you up even more?
Shit. You know, I mean, well, looking back in retrospect, I have to say it turned the nigga up because that wasn't my last bid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Yeah.
hell
Cause,
yeah,
cause they
nigga.
say like, okay, from my experience, you know, I got family members, a lot of family members who've been in prison, a lot of partners who've been to prison, and I've had some tell me like, hey man, my mentality, the first bid I got was the worst thing they did was only give me 2 years or make me serve 2 years because now I know that I can do prison time. So
No,
if
you
you
know I'm not gonna die. And it's like before a nigga ever go to prison,
yeah,
prison is a big feel like
yeah,
prison. Fuck no, you know what I'm saying? So and when you first going, don't give a fuck what no nigga say. You can be prepared for anything and you gonna be ready, but you gonna have a nervous feeling because you never seen none of this shit before. All you be is heard it.
yeah,
You done had niggas give you the rundown. So when you go through that gate yourself and got to strip naked and goddamn in front of 8, 9 niggas and motherfucking they won't tell you to turn around, bend over, all that shit, cough. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real experience that's gonna change a nigga forever. But some niggas like you right, it'll make you to the point where like that shit ain't kill me and that shit will give a nigga a tougher exterior. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, you know what's actually because I had already heard that from like older uncles, older cousins, you know what I'm saying? I've been visiting people in the Fed since a kid. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin that robbed a bank, my uncles and different things of that nature. And it was crazy because I heard Kevin Gates say that same thing in the interview where that prison time fucked him up because he knew he could do it now. You know what I'm saying? So you thinking that if your mind ain't right, when I get out now, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna become a better criminal and move smarter.
Man, and you right. See that? I mean, it's so much where a nigga really don't want to go into because you know I know these hip hop
Yeah,
police be out, but like
yeah,
that first bid when a nigga really got in that system and got a chance to rub elbows with certain individuals and really got on a hunt to really learn and up my position. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I had going, because once I got in there and viewed what was going on, like there's homies in here, like oh niggas on some same type of time on the streets. We just in here with it, like niggas start making the plan of like, okay, so when I get out, I know what I'm finna do. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm finna put it together for real. And and that's where it began at that first bid when the niggas started putting the seeds together, like, yeah, I'm finna make some shit happen when I touch down.
yeah, yeah,
And hell yeah. And that's 90% of niggas in prison, especially if you short time and first bid, after you get in there and get through that initial shock of being locked up, you start plotting. That's what a nigga started doing. Nigga, when I get out, bro, I finna goddamn hit the plug, give me about 3-4 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I finna recruit this nigga. We finna have a whole goddamn organization. Niggas start
Yeah.
with them type of thoughts while you locked up.
Got you. Got you. So then you get out, you do your time, first couple years, then you say you win again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I made it out. I ain't stay out a year.
Okay. So you didn't go out. Damn. I didn't try to laugh, man. You was fucking up
Man,
for real.
it's real though. That's
Yeah.
reality, fool.
Damn.
Like I ain't stay out a year.
Yeah.
Came
So you
straight
went
out.
back a second time. Same charge?
Oh hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. I got damn.
Yeah.
I came out on probation for that shit and then caught a motherfucking attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? And then got that motherfucker dropped down to assault. Then end up getting it beat. You know what I'm saying? But it violated on my probation. I still had to go back and bag up that 12.
Okay. So with that going on, we don't have to talk about the entire situation of the attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? But how does that work where you get the charge dropped, but it's still a violation of your probation situation?
Shit, because by the time, so I was already violated by catching a new charge. You know, when you're on probation or parole, it's a violation to even come in contact with authorities. So
Okay.
by as soon as you get into some shit immediately, you right then at the mercy of your commanding officer. Whoever your parole officer is on them. If they say, well, we're gonna let you figure out whether you beat the case or not, then we're gonna send you, then that's what it is. If they say you violated, we're gonna force that, and it's over with. You know, you're gonna have to fight that bitch from behind the wall.
So I guess what I'm saying is me never going through this situation. If you didn't, they charge you with a attempted murder charge.
Mm-hmm.
They actually dropped the charge.
They
Well,
dropped it
actually, first
down to
they
assault.
reduced the charge.
Yeah, they reduced it down. They ain't drop it.
Okay.
They dropped it, you know what I'm saying, once the nigga beat it, but we'll get to that part. But
Okay.
it wasn't just like they dropped it off on the nigga. Nigga actually had to put in some groundwork from inside that motherfucker to
Okay.
make that shit go away. You know
Also,
what I
you was
mean?
already violated.
Yeah, I was in that bitch. We was in
Okay.
that bitch
Also,
no
you fought
bond.
it from behind the wall. Okay. Well, I guess let's get into that. What is that process like? Fighting this attempted murder charge, already violating probation and under a year being out. What was going on in that situation?
I mean, really, it was like shit. That was the ultimate test of who you know and what can you make happen. You know what I'm saying? Who really fuck with you? Cause you know what I'm saying. Like I catch a situation on the nigga, I get off. You know what I'm saying? He go to the hospital, circle me in the lineup, identify me. You know what I'm saying? So immediately from then up, it's up. Worn out. You know what I'm saying? They catch a nigga on the flim flam. I'm in jail. So ain't no talking. Ain't no chance to explain it. Ain't no chance to talk to the victim. So what I had to do was, you know what I'm saying, like while I was in that bitch, I had to politic the best way I can, call whoever I can call. And I ended up getting in touch with some of my people on the outside who went and found my boy, you know what I'm saying, went and got shit straight with him and ended up getting him to come pull up on my lawyer. And he actually had to go sign the affidavit to say that he was under the influence of drugs. He don't know who assaulted him. He don't know what happened, but mainly he can't say it was me. That's what he was saying, that he lied on the circle of me on the lineup. So we had to
Okay.
go get that shit notarized, push through in order to get a nigga free.
Okay. Okay. So the whole time you behind the wall fighting this situation, and with that going on, once it goes through, do they free you right away, or do you have to stay in there for a while?
Nah, once it got all the way through, once it went all the way through, I popped out, but it wasn't right away. You know what I'm saying? It was a process. But once I had to go back in front of the judge. You know what I'm saying, with my lawyer, get him to show him the affidavit or whatever like that. And then after that, a couple weeks later, they let a nigga go.
Damn, damn. So how much you think you had to spend all together with that shit, man?
Money wise,
Yeah, rough estimate, just an estimate.
man,
And
all
this for the
together,
viewers, man, just to let niggas know, who in the street shit and thinking about getting into some street shit. This is what I really like to do
need
on
to
my
know both sides.
platform, bro. Like, not on no investigation shit. I just like to give niggas the experience, bro, and let them know, like, hey, this the type of shit that really go on. This is what it's really gonna cost. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because niggas
real
don't
though.
really factor in all that type of shit when this type of things go on.
On Bloods, though, I can say this. When I first jumped off and got that attraction to the street shit, I was never made aware of the other side of it, of the long prison time, you know what I'm saying? That loneliness, that the motherfucking money you gonna have to pay. I nigga wasn't made aware of none of that shit in the beginning. I had to get that shit as I went when it was too late to turn back. You know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
you right. If I had to put a number on there, no exaggeration, all together on lawyers, I'll probably say a nigga done spent probably like 25, about 20. And that's modded. That ain't even no, you know what I'm saying? That ain't even about 25 grand.
That ain't adding up the other shit that you done had to
No,
put
that ain't
up and
commissary.
yeah.
That ain't fines after the case. That ain't probation fees. That ain't monitoring fees. That ain't none of that. That's strictly to the lawyer because a young nigga feel like, boy, they can get me in that courtroom and give me I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
Pay the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? That's that type of shit.
Gotcha. And that does not count the actual time you losing. That is something you can't even buy back.
Oh, the hell no, that shit priceless. That shit priceless.
Sure. So then you get out, you know what I'm saying? You I'm guessing you ain't been back since.
No. I
Yeah.
mean not the prison. You know,
Yeah.
nigga done had a couple riff raps and hit that county jail, but nigga never stayed. As long as they get a nigga a bond, nigga gonna go.
Yeah, for shit
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Nah.